Hello all. Today we'll start clouds and their effects. We have this very interesting topic that we are going to discuss today, that is clouds and their types, so and their effects particularly. So regarding the clouds, I would like to discuss the clouds are basically has immense significance in terms of our biosphere. Clouds, if you see clouds, clouds have generally segregated as three types. Generally, clouds clouds they are low, middle, and high clouds. We'll discuss subsequently. And if you see here, clouds normally how it is formed, that is also we'll discuss how the clouds are formed. And clouds they helps to precipitate. Hela देखिए वर्तमान clouds पर जब तुम कहोगे clouds basically, if I write, so before going to discuss, let us know how the clouds have formed particularly. Clouds can be formed on the, okay, just have an idea. We can say clouds are formed, okay, clouds are formed due to convection. Clouds are formed due to convection. How convection? Generally, what happened in convection due to high temperature, high temperature, or we can say insolation. Due to high temperature or insolation, there is normally what happened? You can say clouds high temperature or insolation, normally high rate of evaporation takes place. High rate of evaporation, high rate of evaporation takes place. Okay? Normally high rate of evaporation takes place. जेहेतु evaporation टा बहुत अधिका हुए, it gets accumulated in the upper troposphere part and it forms clouds. Evaporation takes place. These gaseous streams eventually get accumulated, and form clouds. Eventually get accumulated and forms clouds. So these are the basics. Okay, you can say these are the basic things about the clouds. Now we can see so now we'll discuss these are the clouds, how they form. So now this is the how the clouds form. Now if we see, clouds can be categorized as per their occurrence at their height or elevations. According to the height or elevation, clouds are generally formed. They can be at three types: high clouds, middle clouds, and low clouds. High clouds, middle clouds, and low clouds. Okay, high clouds, they occur at a height of 6,000 meter to 12,000 meter above the sea level. Basically, they formed at the 6,000 meter to 12,000 meter above the sea level. Okay. high clouds normally. Thus we can see here 6,000 meter to 12,000 meter above the sea level. Here you can see. Just you can see here the 7,000 meter. This is the low clouds. Okay, there is a segregation 2,000 meter, then 2,000 to 6 or 7,000 meter, then it is above. So we can see here normally these clouds they 6,000 to 12,000 meter above sea level. High clouds, these are the high clouds basically. Okay, 6,000 or 7,000 to 12,000 meter above the within that range that normally they are visible. Then in the high clouds category, the clouds comes under that is cirrus cloud. Cirrus clouds, these clouds of basically the cirrus family placed at the high altitudes. See here, these are the cirrus clouds. Look at these clouds, they are the high. Okay, they are the cirrus family placed at a high altitude. Normally they are the placed at the high altitudes. Due to that, they are composed of icy crystal instead of water droplets. Instead of water droplets, they are normally your icy crystals instead of water droplets basically. Instead of water droplets, they are the icy crystals. Here we see this Cumulus and cirrostratus. Here also another type of clouds. Okay, then see they are these cirrus clouds. They are thin feather-like clouds of delicate and fibrous appearance. They are basically thin feather-like clouds of delicate and fibrous appearance, and they are white in color basically. Delicate and fibrous appearance. Okay, usually very small and without shadows. Such clouds exist in the form of patches of white flakes or globular masses, usually very small and without shadows. They form the so-called the mackerel sky basically. They formed so the cirrocumulus. Just look at here, the cirrocumulus is here. Okay, so they see this, then your cirrus clouds, then your cirrocumulus, that is called a mackerel sky, then your cirrostratus. This look like an whitish veil of cloud which causes the sun and the moon to be have halos and gives the sky a milky appearance. Just look at here, sky the milky appearance here, halo around the sun, cirrostratus. Okay, thin whitish veil of clouds which causes the sun and the moon to have a halos and gives the sky a milky appearance. It looks like this one, milky appearance. This is cirrostratus. They are the signs of approaching storms. Basically, they are known as the signs of approaching storms. Here, look at here. They're the signs of your approaching storms. Okay. Next, we'll go for the middle clouds. Middle clouds, generally they occur 2100 meter to 6000 meter above the sea level. Here, these are the middle clouds. Just look at here. These are the middle clouds. These are the middle clouds. Okay? 2100 meter to 6000. meter, 2100 to 6000 100 meter. In between this one, they look okay. Just mark here. Okay, we'll discuss. See, middle clouds comes under your altocumulus, altostratus. Middle clouds means flattened globular masses of clouds. Basically, they are the flattened globular masses of clouds arranged in a layer which have flattened base. Basically, okay, they are having the flattened globular base arranged in a layer which have flattened base. Usually indicate the fine weather. Okay, just look at here, altocumulus. Here the altocumulus, flattened globular masses of clouds that arranged in a layer which have flattened base usually indicate the fine weather. Okay, these are usually fine weather. Flattened globular masses, flattened, this one. They are also known as the SIP clouds or wool-pack clouds, basically. Just look at here, altocumulus, SIP clouds or wool-pack clouds. Why it is called SIP clouds or the wool-pack clouds? It is because they just looks like as if SIP feather. Jemti mendhara, jemti lomo hai, it just they look like this one, SIP clouds or feather. Like SIP clouds or the feather-like appearance that just look like this ones. Okay. That is why they are called, or normally they are known as SIP clouds or wool-pack clouds. Basically, SIP clouds or the wool-pack clouds. Then you see the altostratus. Altostratus means that the gray or bluish. Okay, they are the gray or bluish, never white, cloud in sheet or layer or straighted. Basically, gray or bluish cloud in sheet or layer or straighted. They are having uniform appearance or fibrous. They are having uniform appearance or fibrous. They are having uniform appearance or fibrous. They often cover the large area of the sky. They often cover the large area of the sky, altostratus. They often cover the large area of the sky, altostratus. Just you can look at here also, large area. They cover a larger area of the sky. They followed with widespread precipitation and a continuous type. They followed with a widespread precipitation and a continuous type. Widespread precipitation and continuous type. Next. See, middle clouds are there. Normally, they are not that much of violent. They said as per their as per the requirement. Generally, mostly they are also not in the drizzle form. Also, we can say. So here we see the low clouds. Low clouds are basically we can say which are below the 2000 meter level. This is one important thing. They occur at a height below 2100 meter. 2100 meter तलुक they occur at a height below 2100 meter. Okay. Then here it is stratocumulus. Stratocumulus, they composed of large globular masses or rolls of clouds with brighter spaces in between them. Stratocumulus, we can say, they occur below 2100 meter level. We can say they occur below 2100 meter level. Okay, they occur below 2100 meter level. Here you can say low clouds, nimbostratus, low clouds. Okay, we'll discuss separately with this clouds with the vertical development regarding that one. Okay, here we see that is low clouds, stratocumulus. Stratocumulus, they are composed of large globular masses. They are composed of large globular masses or rolls of clouds with brighter spaces in between them. Okay, or the rolls of clouds, brighter spaces in between them. They are regularly arranged in altocumulus, but much larger. Okay, but that basically we can say they're composed of larger globular masses or rolls of clouds with brighter spaces in between them. They can say here brighter spaces in between them, altocumulus. They are regularly arranged in altocumulus, but much larger and dull gray in appearance with dark parts. Basically they are the dull gray in appearance with darker parts. Then stratus, we can say they are your fog-like low, uniformly gray layer cloud near to the ground level. Basically, they are fog-like low, uniformly gray layer cloud near to the ground level, brings dull weather and are capable of producing only light drizzle. They are capable of producing only light drizzle. Stratus, fog-like low cloud there basically. Then nimbostratus, these clouds are dense, shapeless, and often ragged layers of cloud. Layers of clouds are ragged. Precipitation is likely to appear from them. Generally, precipitation is likely to appear from them. Generally, then your vertical development clouds, we can say precipitation is likely to appear. Nimbostratus, we can see here. These clouds, nimbostratus, you can say. What we saw here, clouds dense, shapeless, and ragged layer of clouds. That generally you can mark here. They are very dense. They are very dense, shapeless. Basically, how you can say they are dense, shapeless, and rough. Dense, shapeless, and very rough clouds generally. Nimbostratus, and precipitation is always likely to appear from them, from the nimbostratus. Then we can see the vertical development clouds. Such clouds exist in 1500 to 9000 meter to cirrus level. Basically 1500 to 9000 meter level cirrus. These are the cirrus level. Okay, see, these are the basically if you can say the clouds we have discussed. Okay, low clouds, then middle clouds, then your high clouds. Then we can say these clouds, they occur means vertical development clouds. They are the low clouds. Means that very inceptions or generations is from the lower level of troposphere. Okay, but they usually go up to the high. That means from the ground level, we can say from the ground level to the top. From the ground level to the top means we can say let's say it is the 9,000 meter level. Okay, 9,000 meter level. Right, so the 9,000 meter level, they're up to the height, means it's up to mainly the cirrus height. Cirrus height is basically this 9,000 meter. These are the things. So we can say okay, we'll discuss such clouds exist in 1500 to 9,000 meter cirrus level. Basically 1500 ରୁ 9,000 meter A level ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ 1500 to 9,000 meter level sea level. Then your cumulus, these are vertically thick cloud. These are basically cumulus. Let us discuss one by one. Then cumulus, if I say cumulus clouds, they are with dome shaped cauliflower top basically. Okay, cumulus, they are basically vertically thick cloud. They are vertically thick cloud and they are the dome shaped cauliflower top. है dome shaped cauliflower माने generally cauliflower माने फूलगोभी जोटा कि हमें को फूलगोभी, how it looks, it's like a dome shape. Cauliflower माने just like dome shape. Cauliflower टा देखा हो एमती globular patches, just looks like that one. And horizontal base. Just you can look here, dome shape cauliflower top, horizontal base. They are the evidence of strong convectional currents. Basically, they are the evidence of strong convectional currents. Basically, you see this one. They are the evidence of strong convectional currents here. Here, these are the cumulus clouds. See. See, here you can clear stratus is here, this one precipitation, then nimbostratus, then stratocumulus is here, then nimbostratus is there. Okay, stratocumulus here, then nimbostratus we saw, then cumulus we see here, then here it is cumulus. Cumulus basically that is cauliflower top, horizontal base, and they are the evidence of strong convectional current. This visible upsurge is known as the boiling of the tops. Basically, they are known as the boiling of the tops. It indicates a fair weather. It indicates a fair weather. Right? That indicates about a fair weather. Indicates about the fair weather. Just how we can say that one? The stratocumulus. This is after the retreating of the rainfall. It looks like this one, as if when the water it looks like that one. Stratocumulus there. It gets fair weather. Then we'll see the cumulonimbus. Then you can see the cumulonimbus clouds basically. Cumulonimbus are the overgrown cumulus clouds. Generally, they are the overgrown cumulus cloud. Okay, they are the overgrown cumulus clouds. They are very dark. They are very dark, heavy, and dense. Cumulus clouds basically very dark, heavy, and dense, with vertical development and anvil on top. With vertical development and anvil on top basically. Anvil on top means what we are referring. Anvil on top, if I say the anvil on top, it means anvil on top, it means basically we can say anvil on top means it's just like the cobbler. Mochi jo hue cobbler jo kare, it is this one, anvil on top. Okay. And this is particularly, we can say, such type of clouds, very dark, heavy, dense. Such clouds are associated with sharp showers, squall winds, lightning, thundering, and sometimes hail, basically. माने बहुत जोर रे सिटी माने हेल स्टॉर्म्स में कुआपथर बेसिकली पड़े हैला winds, lightning and thundering, sometimes hail हैला functions of clouds जदि मु कहबी clouds play an important role in heat balance. We can say the clouds play an important role in heat balance, responsible. So we can say, just before I functions, if I say a function of the clouds, then let us discuss on this part also. If the clouds, how it looks, mean to say, means it is from the ground level to the very top anvil head. That means from the ground level to the cirrus level, it is. See, these clouds, showers, lightning and thundering and sometimes hail. Okay, so these are the things, and these are such clouds are mostly seen in the visible in your summer afternoon, basically. These are basically visible in your summer afternoon, basically. Summer afternoon time, they are mostly visible like this one, summer afternoon. Then functions of clouds, functions of clouds, they play an important role in heat balance, responsible for the precipitations, useful indicators of meteorological processes, basically. For meteorological purpose, the amount of cloud cover is expressed in octas or eighths. Okay. Next, in interesting, we'll cover this one. This is the type and distribution of rainfall, basically type and distribution of rainfall. Generally, what we say, the meteorologists and climatologists have classified the rainfall into three categories, basically. Okay, there are the basically three categories. How? That is your convectional or convective rainfall, then your orographic rainfall, and then your cyclonic or frontal rainfall, basically. Convectional, convective rainfall, orographic, cyclonic or frontal rainfall. Convection rainfall, we can say, the convection rainfall, when the surface of the troposphere, is heated, the moisture laden air rises upward, basically upward rise करे in a convectional current. The clouds formed are basically cumulonimbus clouds, basically. Troposphere, when the layer of troposphere is getting heated, the moisture laden air rises. Generally, the moisture laden air rises upward in a convectional current. Generally, they rises upward as a convectional current, basically. Okay, the clouds formed are basically cumulonimbus clouds, and that are generate heavy torrential rainfall. Basically, they generate heavy torrential rainfall. Such type of rainfall generally occurs in equatorial region. Basically, equatorial region mostly they generally occur. Convectional rainfall is also associated with, we can say, with thunders and lightning. Basically, thunders or lightning पे convectional rainfall दिखा जाए, and it is in equatorial region it occurs throughout the year. Basically, equatorial region throughout the year they visible. They are generally seen that one. Equatorial region, convectional rainfalls basically. Yeah, they are convectional. Generally, mostly in the afternoon time, such type of rainfall mostly occurred, right? Next we say the orographic rainfall. Orographic rainfall, basically we can say orographic rainfall is that rain which is caused by the mountain standing, which is caused by the mountain standing in the path of moisture laden air, also called the orographic rainfall. Basically we can say the mountain standing in the path of moisture laden is called orographic rainfall. Here moisture laden air is forced to rise, which is get cooled adiabatically, we can say. Here see you can moist rising air, just okay. Adiabatically they are cooling, okay, and they occur precipitations. This is the rain shadow region. Rain shadow regions means where these clouds, generally rain shadow region means where there is no rainfall, then a dry and descending air. Just look at the map and here you can get it, understand. Moist rising air, these clouds eventually they get they get condensed, okay, they get condensed, and due to heavy condense, when they get saturated, then the rainfall occurs, and it is all the adiabatically means there is no system surrounding temperature, it itself it get cooled, there is no heat transfers in between the system and the surrounding, okay. This is the rain shadow regions, okay. Now we'll see there is a prominent difference in the quantum of rainfall on the windward and the leeward sides. It is highly erratic and variable. Basically, it is highly erratic and variable. Okay. So this is the orographic rainfall. Okay. Most of the in India the rainfall is like this nature. In India, what the rainfall occurs, it is basically the orographic in nature, basically. Okay. Next we will see the types we have covered. Convective rainfall we have covered. Then we have also covered the orographic rainfall. Then it is your cyclonic and the frontal rainfall. Let us know frontal or cyclonic rainfall, if I'll say, then it generally occurs in temperate latitudes. Here I'll say something. I would like to say something here. Rainfalls are generally in the form of drizzle. So now the question is that it generally occurs in the temperate latitude. What does it mean? Temperate latitudes. Temperate, just note it here. Temperate latitude means basically the higher latitudinal countries. Okay, temperate latitude means the higher latitudinal countries, basically. Okay, temperate latitude means the higher latitudinal countries. Higher latitudinal countries, high latitudinal countries, basically most of the, here I can write, most of the European countries, they are the high latitudinal countries. Okay, most of the European countries, like we can say we can say starting from your France, Germany, all Scandinavian countries, okay, all Scandinavian countries, all Baltic countries, Russia, Balkans, Caucasus countries. Okay, they are all following under this year frontal of the cyclonic rainfall. They are all just covered by the all such. Okay. So these are the countries that firstly here what happened. Unlike I can write here, unlike the rainfall in tropical latitudes, or we can say the tropical countries, tropical low latitude countries. Here occurrence of thunderstorm, lightning, and hailstorms are absent. जेमती एठी बहुत जोरे वर्षा हुए, thunderstorm, lightning हुए, it is normally absent in this year. Here rainfalls are in the form of drizzle. Basically drizzle is झिप झिप वर्षा हुए, and but this is the very long time taking, means long durations. That means long duration means such type of rainfall they mostly occur for 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it is common. It is common 2 to 3 days, and sometimes it may last for 4 to 5 days also. These are so like irritating type. Okay. Then regional distribution of rainfall, we can say how regional distribution of rainfall. Normally we can say the mean annual rainfall are greatest in the regional distribution at the equatorial region. Normally at the equatorial region it is their greatest regional distribution. If I say, as we see equatorial, how if I say equatorial region here means your 0 to 10 degree, basically 0 to 10 degree here equatorial region rainfall. Here rainfall, mean annual rainfall is greatest. Rainfall decreases from equator towards the pole. From the equator towards the pole, rainfall normally decreases from the equator towards the pole. Then on the western margin of the continents, there is a scanty rainfall, basically scanty rainfall way. There is more rainfall in the belt of westerlies. It just me to explain on the western margin of the continents there is scanty rainfall. मैंने बारिश बहुत कम होता है, scanty rainfall means usually rainfall is scarce or scanty, माने low rainfall. Here rainfall is in the more rainfall is in the belt of westerlies. Westerlies रा belt रे rainfall generally more rainfall basically, which declines if moving, eastwards basically, which declines moving eastward. Generally कौन हुए यूरोपियन कंट्रीज रे तुमरो वेस्टर्लीज रो इफेक्ट टा बहुत अधिक होबे, और बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वेस्टर्लीज रेनफॉल टा धीरे धीरे कौन हुए वेस्ट टू ईस्ट आडू कमी जाए. जस्ट नोट इट. Westerlies basically, westerlies they lie in the belt of basically in the belt of temperate regions, and due to such However, due to such most of the European countries, most of the European countries, they they get maximum precipitation from westerlies. They get maximum precipitation from westerlies, and this is the reason why most of the your European countries means those who are most of them they are bordering the Atlantic Oceans. Okay, till your Urals, Ural mountain of the Varsata effect away, then eventually what happens? It declines. The rainfall declines in the eastward. Okay, so this is all about what we have know. This is your clouds type and rainfall distribution. In the coming class, we will discuss something more important about atmospheric processes. Okay, then for today this much only. We'll meet again. Thank you all of you. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you.